Hello guys, and a warm welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for being here, and if you are clicking on this video for the very first time, please do not exit. Please watch till the end. Any kind of content that you like, please consider subscribing. And without further ado guys, let's get right into the video, in which case today we are talking about something that we hear a lot, or some words that are used a lot, and sometimes I ask myself, what's the difference in these words? What's the difference between empathy, sympathy, and compassion, guys? So with that, let's get right into the video. And compassion. So I know we have all heard these words and we are like, empathy, sympathy, compassion, pity. What's the difference? What's the difference? So guys, I'm here today to enlighten you what these words mean in their real sense, so that you can be able to use them well. Because in this channel we are all about motivation, inspiration, and of course education, and here I am educating you guys. So the first word that I want to talk about is sympathy. Sympathy. So sympathy, in the real sense, sympathy, I know from my research, means the same thing as pity. It's the physical form of pity. So sympathy, we can refer to it as pity. So sympathy and pity, one and the same thing. So how would we define sympathy? So sympathy can be defined as caring about somebody's well-being, without relating to their struggle. So you care about somebody's well-being and you're like, oh, that's so bad, did that happen to you, I'm so sorry if that happened to you. That is what we refer to as sympathy. You care about somebody's well-being, but you cannot relate to their struggle. So let me give you guys an example. So for example, if somebody has lost their job, you're like, oh, that's so bad, I'm so sorry, that shouldn't have happened to you. But in real sense, you have never lost a job. So maybe you have never lost a job because you have your own business, or you have been in your job for the longest time, so you have never lost a job. So you care about that person's well-being, and that is why you are like, I'm so sorry, that shouldn't have happened to you. But in real sense, you cannot relate to their struggle because you have never lost a job. That is sympathy. The second word, guys, is empathy. Empathy. So with empathy, guys, unlike sympathy, here you can relate to the struggle. So with empathy, you are caring for that person's well-being. You care for that person's well-being. You are interested and you are concerned, and at the same time, you can relate to their struggle. So the same example applies here. We'll use the same example of losing a job. So somebody comes, your friend, your relative, somebody you know, and tells you that they have lost their job, and you go like, I'm so sorry. But in this case, you're not like, I'm so sorry, they shouldn't have done that, I'm so sorry. You are like, I'm so sorry because I have gone through the same thing. I have lost a job once, I've lost a job twice, I've lost many jobs. So in this case, you care about that person's well-being, you really care, and at the same time, you can relate. You have been in that person's shoes. So that is what we call empathizing, guys. So I hope you have seen the difference between sympathize and empathize. In sympathize, you care about that person's well-being, but you cannot be able to relate to their struggle. You have never gone through what they are going through or what they have already gone through. But with empathy, you can relate. you are genuinely concerned for that person, and at the same time you can relate, you can feel and tell them that I know how you feel. Yeah, that's the word. I know how you feel because I have been there before, and that is what we call empathizing. Guys, I hope you got that right. Then the last one is compassion. So what's the difference between sympathy, empathy, and compassion? I have already defined sympathy, I have defined empathy. So what about compassion? So for compassion you can have either sympathy or empathy, but in this case you are actively seeking a solution. Because for sympathy and empathy, you are just there with your words, you are comforting, you are telling them how sorry you are or how you have gone through the same thing. But with compassion, you either have sympathy. So with compassion, you can either have the sympathy, you are caring but you don't know what that person has gone through, or you can also have the empathy where you have both. You both know what the person has gone through and you care about them. But here in compassion, we are adding something on top. You really care for that person, you have this empathy or sympathy, but you go the extra mile to actively do something to solve that issue that person is going through. So for example, I'll give the same example of losing a job. You tell that person how sorry you are and you're like you should not have lost your job, but you go an extra mile and tell that person that I will try my best and maybe I'll look for some connections and I'll get you another job. That is what we refer to as compassion, or what can be defined as compassion, guys. So I hope that you have learned the difference between sympathy, empathy, and compassion, and how you can use them even in words, how you can use them even in real life, how you can relate with other people to show your sympathy, your empathy, or your compassion. And with that, guys, I come to the end of this video. I hope that you learned something. As always, we are always on this channel to learn something new, to be motivated, to be inspired, and of course to be educated. So guys, if you learned something, please hit the like button, and share with your friends, share with your family, those you think will find this video helpful. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. It really helps with growing this channel so that you can reach more people and more people can be helped by this channel, guys. What else did I want to say? So I hope that you have realized we have new videos every Monday and every Thursday, guys. Please watch the videos and make sure to subscribe and even comment down below. I always forget to tell you people to engage and comment down below. And with that, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.